In today's video, I'm going to be back in realistic car driving with the Mclaren 600Lt, the Halloween version. Now, the reason I say Halloween version is because this thing was originally added in the game as a Halloween car, which is why we have the pumpkin on the mirror, the little ghost in the back, and the pumpkin on the spoiler there. But we're still going to take this thing on the track even though it's not Halloween, so I'm taking this thing for a challenge. Now, if you're new to my videos and don't know what the challenge is, which most likely you are, we're going to take this thing for a full lap without having any crashes or any spin outs, and you guys are pretty much my ride along. It sounds pretty easy and simple, but we just have to see how it goes. So enough talking, let's get on the journey in 3, 2, 1, blast off. Oh my, major tire spin there, but it hooked up and it took off pretty well even though it was spinning. Now as you can see, the acceleration is crazy, and I did tune this thing up to be super fast. Like the first gear top speed is 100 and something 20, like 120 or 14, I don't even remember exactly, but I know that I tuned this thing up a lot, and it's also fully rear wheel drive, so you know we're gonna have a big challenge here. But hopefully we make it through in one piece, because I'm gonna make it through because I have you guys here with me. Just a quick disclaimer, I don't have insurance, so if we crash it's going to be a very rough day for all of us, but we're just going to see how this thing goes. So far it's handling pretty well. We are getting pretty close to the rail, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to have to stay in the middle of the track because I don't want to get close to the rail, because that's going to be very risky. I've had some videos where I get very close to the rail, where I almost tap the rail and I did a little love tap, so it's going to be very careful not to have that happen again. Because I get, like in my previous video with the Porsche 918, I like at the last bit I nearly smacked the rail and failed the challenge. It wasn't even funny. So I gotta be very careful with this thing, and the fact that this thing is fully rear wheel drive and it's very powerful, we gotta be very careful. I hear tire screeching and all of that stuff, so we gotta be extra careful. Like I've mostly driven all wheel drive cars for the past few videos, so I'm kind of used to having that experience or that handling, but we gotta remember that this thing is very real drive, so it's gonna handle a little different. It's more prone to oversteer and stuff like that. I'm seeing a little oversteer from now and then, but it's not major to the point where it's uncontrollable, so that's definitely good. But this thing is insanely fast. We can barely see the speedometer. We don't want to go off the track there and go into the grass. It's going to be very bad. The tires are going to lose traction. We're going to just go into a full spin, and if that happens, we're pretty much cooked. There's no saving it. Once the rear tires lose contact with the track or go into the grass, we're pretty much, depending on how fast we're going and if we're giving it gas, we're pretty much cooked if we're going too fast. But if we're going like a little slow speed or like holding the brakes, we should be good. Like right now, yeah, we're good. You see, nothing happened. As long as we're not flooring it on the grass, we should be good. But so far we're doing pretty well. I haven't seen any major oversteer that tried to kill. Well, I did see some oversteer there, but they didn't really try to kill us now, did it? So far it's doing pretty well, but like the speed of this thing is like hypercar speed. It's so fast. You gotta be very careful, because this thing can become very unstable very quickly. I feel like it's trying to do that exactly as I said that. Oh my, it's trying to oversteer on me on some of these turns. This thing, it's trying, but it's not doing it, which is a good thing. But we're going to be very careful with how much gas we're giving it. And considering the fact that I'm on a keyboard, it's not the easiest thing to do. I can't really tell how much gas when I'm giving it at a specific point. I'm just tapping it and then easing up, tapping it and easing up. That's the best way to do it, I guess. If we play on a keyboard, I mean, everyone kind of does that from time to time. If you don't, then you probably crash a lot. I think that's also the solution to stop crashing rear-wheel drive cars on a keyboard. Just don't hold on the keys. Or don't hold on the gas key. Major oversteer there if you're good. Let's get a little third-person action. This thing sounds insane in third person. I think the exhaust plates definitely have something to do with it as well. Looking at the little ghost there, right, it's very funny. I don't want to focus on it though, because it's probably going to make me crash if I'm looking at the wrong place, especially on these turns. Getting a little unstable, but we're good. This thing is it's insane. Like, we got to be very careful with this thing. It's not even funny. One bad moment or one bit where we're on the gas too long and it's over for us, and the brakes is very sharp. It seems like it makes the car unstable as well. I don't know why I decided to float there. I wanted it to snap out at me. I wanted to get a little cool shot there in the third person. But we're good. As long as we don't lose it, we're good. Sometimes I forgot that you can like go on the good camera. Whoa, this thing is getting very crazy on me. Look at some of this view. This view is also very nice as well. Sometimes I forget to like go into this view. I can see where I'm going pretty well, so I don't really have a problem with it. It's not really a blind spot view. It might be tricky to spot when the car is snapping out or starting to oversteer. But so far we're doing pretty well. I like the way how this thing is handling. It's giving me a challenge on some of the turn, but it's not crazy with it. But if we're not careful, that all can change. Like going uphill with this thing is not too bad. It's the going downhill, and when there's like bumps in the track, that's when it gets bad. I still hear the tires screeching and all of that stuff, but it's doing alright. Haven't seen it done anything too crazy to the point where I'm like, oh my gosh, this car is suicidal. Oh, it just tried to do something there, but we're good. It's like the car is listening to me. But I think we should be able to make it to the end in one piece. I'm not gonna get confident now, I'm just saying that with a little faith in myself and the car and all of us making it to the end in one piece. I mean, if you're this far, I'm pretty sure you have faith in me as well that I don't crash. Okay, I don't know what happened there. I think the brake, holding the brake there definitely messed us up. Okay. This thing is not good for that bit. I don't know what it was doing, but it was acting crazy there. It was like it wanted to hug the apex there, but then it didn't, and then it just tried to spin out. Oh. Yo, I think the main problem I've seen with this thing is when I'm turning, it tries to oversteer and it snaps too hard, even when I'm not gassing it. Like, some of the turns I'm not gassing it and it tries to oversteer. I don't know what's happening there. I think I might have to mess with the tunes that I did again, because I'm seeing that little issue there where it wants to oversteer from time to time, which is kind of tricky. Well, not really tricky, but it can become dangerous if we're not too careful. Like, if I was trying to have fun with this thing, like I wasn't really doing a challenge with it, I'll probably be sending it, and I'll also be crashing a lot more because I wouldn't be like worried about tapping the rail or anything like that. I'll just try to be drifting it through almost every turn pretty much. I'm not gonna do that now because of course I'm pretty sure that would make us fail the challenge if we try to drift every single turn. Because like as I said, I don't really have this thing set up as drift. I try to set it to the best to get the maximum handle, I would say. It can pour aside and it can do all of that stuff, but I'm not trying to have this thing do that because I'm not very comfortable with this car doing that. It seems controllable, but I don't want to like push it now and then go mess it up. But the acceleration of this thing is just so insane. This thing is like supercar level acceleration and top speed, pretty much. Not supercar, hypercar. This thing is a supercar already, so I don't know why I said that. Mixed it up. Oh my gosh, yo, this thing is trying to kill me at times. It's trying to kill us. But it's doing alright. We're able to control it, but this thing seems like it's a beast that's trying to be unleashed. And we're pretty much at least what 4 more turns away from the end, so I can't say that this thing is about to pass the challenge as long as nothing stupid doesn't happen around here. And on the other turn, almost got some major oversteer here, but we're good. Slow down here. This turn is very deadly for rear-wheel drive cars, so we're gonna be very careful. So you see that elevated bit there, that's the bit that can mess you up in a rear drive car if you're not careful. But I can say the Mclaren LT successfully passed the challenge. Very proud of this thing. It put up a fight through most of the turns, I'm not gonna lie. It wanted to oversteer and go sideways and all of that stuff, but we're able to control it. So that's very, very good. good, and the brakes are very crazy. Like, oh my, we nearly smacked the rail there. It wouldn't be classified as a fail because you crashed after the lap. Like, anything that happens after the lap is not really fail, or would be called a fail, because we were able to complete the lap. So it doesn't matter. Like, if you won a race and you cross the finish line first and then you crash after it, there's no way you didn't get the first place because you're the one. So that's pretty much why I say that. But I'm gonna show you guys the setup of this thing real quick now. I think I'm gonna mess around with it a bit more because I do feel like it tries to oversteer from time to time. I think I can mess with the settings a little more, but if you guys want to like get a start or to get a feel of it for yourself, this is how I have it. So the camber, the caster, the toe is pretty much stock, the suspension, the rear, the damping, the rear, height is pretty much stock, wheel offset is pretty much stock. The gearbox, I did mess with it. As I said, the acceleration on this thing is crazy, and the top, you see the top gear is like, top speed is 126, second gear 165. If you want to change it, you can just pause it or slow it down. Top speed that I was able to get is 406. Now that's hypercar top speed, and this thing is even a hypercar, so that's very impressive. The differential, I think you can even get it higher if you like move the differential up. For me, I have it stuck. I didn't really mess with the differential. But for the rear diff power, rear diff coast, the rear diff preload, the steering, and the drivetrain, I think I need to mess with the caster a bit more to get it stop. Oh well, not really stop it from oversteering, but be able to like correct itself. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you found it helpful. Peace out.